I would like to touch upon one point from where Joanna left. The survey says the market space is still, you have 70% blank, where the awareness component needs to come, whether it is the governments or the institutions or all the stakeholders, including industry, that needs to do it. Number two, why millets? Nobody likes life to be monotonous. We don't want our life to be monotonous with the single factor of rice and wheat eating every day. Given a choice, when millets come to you, you have 7 millet rices available each for a day. Imagine how diverse your food would be. Not even the rice, but you have everything from millets which could be made from wheat and rice. So if this is the scenario, then you have added color to your life. Number 3, when you have added color to your life, it means that you have added the nutrition, which is not there in the rice and the flour, what the minister talked about earlier. Number 4, what are we really having the problem today? Yes, non-communicable diseases, diabetes, heart-related issues, and all other accompanied factors that come to you. But the health benefits related to millets and the studies that have been conducted by National Institute of Nutrition and others elsewhere in the world indicate that what people need in this world is to remain calm. Take for guarantees that there are research results that indicate that it soothes your mood. It keeps you calm. When it keeps you calm, you don't have hypertension. When you don't have hypertension, you don't have other related things. Number 2, fiber in the diet. What we all suffer today is the morning sickness of not having a good motion. If you eat millets, we guarantee you that you will be happy throughout the day and throughout the year. So if you can take millets in your lifestyle, mainstream it 30%, just once in a day, probably you have done your job. This is what we need to really connect to the people, tell them about the importance of millets, and this is what the Indian Institute of Millets Research is doing, along with value addition, value chains, supply chains, federating with the farmers, and connecting all the dots. So this is what we are trying to do. So you are all most welcome to visit our institution, with which we are partnering with the government of Karnataka in this novel cause. The main aim is adding diversity, giving justice to the farmer who is cultivating these dryland crops. Number 3, there was a question which Parsarthi said, what about the yield? Let us not compare the ecosystems of millets and the rice and wheat, where irrigated ecosystem and dryland ecosystem comes together. Given a chance, in a rice fallows, whether it is ragi, whether it is the foxtail millet, whether it is jawar or a pearl millet, would yield 5 to 6 tons per hectare. Comparable and even more than the maize put together. So the crop improvement efforts have gone in, but we don't have the favorable ecosystem where they are grown. So these are the niche areas companies also need to explore to federate the farmers in those areas where there is no water for the third crop of rice. Probably millets can come in a bigger way. So this is how we can abridge the gap of supply side, because we are almost 60% deficient in the supply scenario. If we can do this, I think we are going to have the situation improving for the industry, for the people, and also everyone to bring these particular grains into the food plate. So this is what I request you, that all our efforts put together, we can definitely give a legitimate place for millets in the global food basket. So I wish all the efforts of Government of Karnataka and also the strengths that have been taken by the Government of Telangana. So I think the host of states are going to go together, and we are going to analyze and strategize for for making millets a pan-Indian situation that is going to arise. So thank you very much and wish you all.